Hello folks, we're back with another round of Modern. We have Harley Smale playing Golgari, Yawgmoth versus Matt Mug, who's on Red-White Laris Burn, or Boros Burn. That's going to lead with a Sacred Foundry into a Goblin God, sending Kraken for 2 damage, revealing a ignoble Hierarch off the top. Both of these decks are pretty cool. Harley's been playing Yawgmoth for a while. It's been at least since MH2 came out, maybe a little bit after MH2 came out. But yeah, he's good. He's got a lot of reps on this deck. He took it to Star City, Philadelphia, and did really well with it too. I don't remember his placement, but I want to say he was top 32 in one of the uh, one of the 2 tournaments. They had to divide it up because there's too many people.
Did you want to cut?
It was like 2 400 person tournaments. Pretty sure he top 32. I know he was at the top tables all day long. Alright, I'm gonna throw the ignoble in front of the Goblin God. Alright, Matt's gonna play Sunbaked Canyon, and he's just gonna bolt Harley here. Put him down to 14.
I have you at 14. I'm sorry, I missed my fetch. I do that all the time. I probably look like such a skunk.
Then I'm gonna take one and hit you for 3.
He's gonna play a Lava Spike here, shoot him for 3 more, put him down to 11. This feels like a matchup that's probably not good for Harley here, just because Yawgmoth is... I don't want to say it's not slow, but it needs its life. So Burn just trying to go as fast as it can might be an issue for it. But there's a wall of roots coming down, which is going to be exceptional at blocking the Goblin Guide. Okay, there's a Wooded Foothills. I'm going to fetch. Probably going to grab a basic. I don't think there's any other reason to grab a shock land at this point. I do like the customization Matt's got for his deck here. I feel like a lot of people who I see that play Burn, either there's two types of Burn players, right? There are the people who just got into the format who are building Burn, and then there are the people who really enjoy the playstyle, and so it's all like customized and blinged out. I feel like there's only like 2 options. I guess there could just be like the guy who owns Burn but doesn't play it ever, but only plays it so often.
Okay, so it's a 0-4.
Swing for 2.
Attacking with the Goblin Guide, gonna reveal wall roots, gonna block with the wall roots.
0-2.
It's a 0-4. There's 2 damage on it though.
Right, Harley's able to post up on blockers and then slam down the combo. There's basically nothing Matt can do about it.
I mean 3, I'm sorry.
Oh god, is that a skull crack? What the heck? I'm not like terribly familiar with the Burn card or deck list. As I get reminded every time we have Burn on stream. Or TCG players just broken. Cool. Okay, I'll just say it. It is Skull Crack. Cool. I'm gonna make a mana here, play out another Wall of Roots. Yeah, so Harley has a Yawgmoth in hand. It's 3 mana. Coordinate? Okay, play a Grist the Hunger Tide. Gonna make some blockers for that Goblin Guide.
Get a bug.
Or the cool thing is, like, if Matt's probably gonna stop attacking into the Wall of Roots here. I can't imagine he keeps attacking with it. But if he does, Harley can start pivoting with tokens and start slamming them back at Matt. Especially since like he has an ignoble for like Exalted trigger. If he plays another one, maybe. Alright, good to cash in the Sunbaked Canyon. So we see Lightning Helix, there's a fetch land, another Goblin Guide, and Rift Bolt? Yeah. Get a suspended Rift Bolt here. Plays land for turn. And passes. We'll get a die on that Rift Bolt. in just a second. I think.
Draw card.
I was gonna make a green and then sack the beat land, which, like, honestly, very simple interaction, but honestly pretty cool. I'm about it. I really do like the Yawgmoth deck. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of interesting lines to it. It's thought-provoking to play, and just about every game is different, which is really cool. So we're going to lead with a... Got an Ignoble Hierarch, so we're going to play the second one here. Can Kraken for 3 with the Insect if he wants.
3?
Yep.
Sure.
Then he has access to Yawgmoth mana. If he wants to. Plays an Herbal for turn.
I think I keep a wall big still.
Make it green. Make it, yep. That looks like Yawgmoth to me.
Green, I think I just go to 2 small walls. Play Yawgmoth.
There's a Yawgmoth Thran position. I feel like Harley's just so close to stabilizing. Alright, Matt's gonna fetch here. Goes to 15.
What's that?
You said you ran in your turn?
Yeah, that's why you fetched. Okay. And you're
Both of these players. This was round 4 of our tournament. Both of these players are 3-0 undefeated. This was table 1, I believe. Could have been table 2. All right, so we're gonna cast the Rift Bolt. Matt drew before he bet. It's all good. You are supposed to cast in your upkeep though before you draw for turn. But all right, there's a Goblin Guide coming down.
target.
Going to Lightning Helix Harley from 5 to 2. Matt's gonna go up to 18. Folks, if you are interested into building into Modern, if you're watching this, you're like kind of thinking about towing the line, you're not sure. Burn is pretty cost effective. The deck has gotten a little bit more expensive. I know Eidolon of the Great Rebel just went up a bit, but Eidolon also, I believe, is getting a Secret Lair reprint soon, so it's going to get cheaper. The fetch lands are relatively cheap. Bolts are dirt cheap. Goblin Guides are like a couple bucks. I think they're like $5. So as long as you're not playing the Ragavan version, you're in a pretty good cost effective spot.
I'll float a green. So I have a green in the pool. I will activate Yawgmoth.
Harley's going to sack a Wall of Roots to Yawgmoth's ability. I'm going to draw a card here, put a -1/-1 counter on the Goblin Guide.
No, it gets a -1 counter. Draw.
Hey, Jay, me and you can kill Sterling.
I'll use a floating mana here to make
Proliferate.
2 colors. Looks like we're going to make double black. We're going to proliferate with Yawgmoth here, which is actually a cool play. Bumps the Grist to 6, then kills the Goblin Guide.
So now I get to attack. Maybe I should have discarded that. 1, 2, 3. I still don't think I can kill you, and I don't think I can fade my stuff too much more. Attack for 4. 14.
Gonna attack in for 4 because of the exalt triggers.
Plus.
Gonna make another insect. Honestly, props to Harley for having the actual token too.
Dog. Go.
The Yawgmoth. And Matt's just going to draw Burn's Bow from the top of the deck, and that's going to be game 1 going to Matt with Burn. We'll be right back with game 2. And we're back with game 2. We got Harley on the play here. He's going to fetch out a basic forest with that Verdant Catacombs and play an Ignoble Hierarch.
And you can go.
A simple yet honestly strong play. I love Ignoble Hierarch. I think it's too cheap of a card. I think it's only like $3 or $4, but like it's a good card. It's just wild to me because like Noble Hierarch for so long. Now, granted, Noble Hierarch makes blue mana, but for so long that card was so much money. And for a while, like when I first got into the game, I didn't quite understand it. But as I started to like learn more and more, it just made sense. I understood like mana dorks are really good. So it's just wild to see this one be so cheap. Matt's a very simple play of Vantage into Swiss Spear is not bad at all.
Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah.
How do I go look at the secret layers?
CMC 3 or less, can't count.
Real quick.
Good.
The bundle? Oh god, alright. I guess I'll have to read all the cards. I'm not the biggest fan of the secret layer stuff. Alright, so we're Searing Blaze, I think. Deal 3 damage to target creature than to target opponent. Which is a really feels bad moment here, but okay. Playing a Verdant Catacombs return. Looks like we have 2 Quarter Callings in the hand. Which is big. Speaking of Cord was a card that I was never too big a fan of until I played Yawgmoth specifically. Like the card feels really good in the deck. There are moments where it's kind of meh, but alright, we're gonna Searing Blaze again. Yep. Or at least what I assume is Searing Blaze. I don't know.
I'm still going.
I don't know the names of the burn
I didn't know if you were cracking.
cards extremely well. Like I know the standout stuff, but I know Goblin Guide. Okay, Guide's gonna reveal a wall of roots. It's gonna pass the turn. Goblin Guide's always an interesting effect to me. Like it's just interesting. Alright, there's the wall coming down.
Good.
We have Bolt, Skewer the Critics. Yawgmoth's going to do 3, put him to 7. Skewer the Critics is going to put him to 4. Skewer the Critics is going to put him to 1. And he's going to pass the turn. Not the greatest spot to be put in, but Harley's going to try and work his way out. There's an Outland Liberator using the checklist cards, which has for opinions. What do you folks think of the checklist cards? I don't like playing with them. I like to see the card art in my deck, but also the the pizzazz and the unity they threw out the Outland Liberator and the Day Night Token. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. But yeah, it's such a small thing. Like I don't like when I draw the card and I can't, like, it's not the actual card. It's completely irrelevant. So, but that's the reason why I struggle through life with my Delver Secrets and I flip them every time. Or at least take them out of the sleeve, but... Right, 3 mana is going to buy Alaris. And saying land pass. Now I wonder why Harley brought in Outland Liberator in this matchup. There's not an artifact or enchantment that Burn plays in him, right? Oh, no. Oh, Eidolon. Eidolon the Great Rebel is an enchantment. That's actually kind of a cute interaction. It's also just a generically good card. I mean, Outland becomes a 3/3 when it flips to nighttime, which it is now, or will be, when this turn cycle ends.
So I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're doing some chord math here.
So I can put that into, it's going to be 5.
I missed the name. I was drinking some coffee, but thank you for following the stream, which allows me to do my plug. If you want to ever watch us do this live, we do stream every Monday and Friday, specifically every Monday, and then most Fridays, depending on as long as we have people for, enough people for Legacy, or I'm actually able to make it to the shop. I might not be making it there this Friday as Elden Ring is releasing, and I am a massive From Software dork, and I am very, very excited for the game. So,
I can tap it for black.
my trade-off for going to a tournament on on Saturday might be not streaming this Friday. I'm not sure yet. Should probably be responsible and go to the store and stream and probably play Legacy myself, but we'll see. That's a nice looking treasure token. Prosperous Innkeeper getting played by Harley here. Prosperous Innkeeper is nice. He was Harley was talking to me about it a couple weeks or a week before the SCG. And he was like talking to me about the merits of the card and why he really likes it. And I mean,
on their turn,
man is right. I played it twice, I think, I played Yawgmoth twice since then, and I slotted in Innkeeper, and it was doing the things Harley was telling me it does, and it was great.
and I can block. But I kind of got to race. You're 20 though. So I want to block that, but I don't want to attack. What am I going to do? I think it's just... First things...
Alright, looks like we are courting for 3 here.
Chord...
I feel like there's another engine that allows you to gain life in this deck. There's a couple different Yawgmoth builds going around right now. I don't know if people are still doing the black, green, white version. What is black, green, white called? Oh, there's a Scavenging Ooze. That'll let him gain some life back. Yeah, there's a black, green, white version. Maybe that's Abzan? I could be wrong. But yeah, there's a black, green, white version that plays Luminous Broodmoth and a couple other things. There's another way to go infinite with Yawgmoth.
Go to 3.
Alright, so Ooze is going to start eating some stuff. Harley's going to start gaining some life here.
Exile Ignoble Hierarch. Go to 4.
I think he can only go to 4. I think that's the only amount of creatures he has.
So this is going to end
Goes to 5. It's another creature.
5. I'm gonna. And then we got nothing over there still.
Does the burn deck still play Boros Charm? Or is everything just like better than it? Just gonna pass the turn. Looks like he just picked up a lightning bolt. Oh no, it's a rift bolt. Alright, it's gonna play out the Lurrus of the Dream Den. Play out the bolt. Well, suspend the bolt.
One in hand. Every draw basically is alive except the food. Attack for. So I don't want to block with that. Figure not going to block this, but that's a 3-turn clock instead. Attack
Gonna attack in with the ooze here.
4, 5.
Take it.
Trying to get it for 4 damage. Matt's gonna go to 16.
Make it green. Exile. Lightning bolt. Go. Upkeep. Trigger on the stack. Make a
Gonna
green.
pass the turn. It's gonna activate the rift bolt.
Use the green.
I was going to
exile.
make a green with the Wall of Roots
Wall.
in response, so that it'll die because of state-based actions, and then
So I'm
using the
gonna go
scoos to
6.
using the green from that to activate the scoos to then eat the Wall of Roots. So he goes to 6 and goes to 3 from the bolt. There's a Sunbaked Canyon.
Yep.
And draw a card. Draws a lightning bolt off the top, and that's going to be game. Mapbook's going to take it 2-0 against Harley Smale. Burn going over Golgari Yawgmoth. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a great rest of your day. And we appreciate you watching.